a go-getter. Well, it ended up that he made the decision he was going into the special ops. And I thought, okay, because they change. Yeah, I'm doing this. Next tomorrow will change. Well, he actually made the decision. He only wanted to go for an E3 pay. He did not want to be an officer at a desk. He wanted to be in the special ops. And so I watched my son literally go to work after his dream. And he worked his butt off. So he was working at our store, and then he would do workouts, and he was working on his diet, and he put on muscle, and he put on weight, and he started to do what it was going to take to do. Then all of a sudden he went to double workouts, and he was swimming, and he was running, and he was doing weights. He would do 3-hour workouts twice a day.
Wow.
Twice a day.
I'm telling you, I look like a shrimp besides my son.
He is huge. He's a nice, strong
and he
big
was
boy.
like my husband. So, I mean, he did everything. And I came to peace with it. Then the day came. It was January 27th, and we had just come back. We did our family vacation. We always promised our kids, and the countdown started, and it started to hit us. And any mom or dad, I couldn't understand because I never was involved in it.
Right.
But we got a call, and instead of having to be down on Tuesday now, it had to be Monday before 2. And so we're switching things, his open house, and just trying to celebrate our child and send him off with all the love and encouragement. So threw things together, and the day came Monday. We took him down. He had to do some meeting at they call it a processing place in Lansing. So we picked him up when he was done, and we stayed at the hotel with him. And all the other young men that are going, men and women. And that night, sitting in the lobby, I could tell my son was nervous. And he would look away, and he had tears in his eyes. And my husband and I got to tell you, you're sitting there with your child, and your mind, you're battling every thought imaginable. And it gets to a point, or are you going to trust God, or aren't you? And I finally came to the conclusion, I am not handing him over into the hands of the government. I'm handing him into God's hands, because I knew that this is part of his destiny. As much as I hated it, it was not what I had chose.
Right.
But it's not my life. And God gave him to us to raise and to train, and I had to let him be a man. But I looked at him and I said, it has been such an honor and such a joy parenting you. And we lost it. He's weeping. We're all weeping. And Tuesday we did every minute that we could. We went to the processing place. We waited. It was a whole day, and spending as much time as we could. All the young women and men. He's the oldest there. I said, T, I hope you understand. They're going to be leaning on you. But you make sure you understand who they're leaning on, because that's the only place you can get your strength. And he was so nervous that day that he was, bless his heart, probably in the bathroom every half hour. And I'm sitting here going, and here's something I believe there's people who need to hear this. Through life, we make decisions, and we start telling people this is what we're going to do. And it could even be getting married. And the day comes, and the wedding's planned, everything's there. Maybe it was your career, maybe it's going to college, you choose it. But that day comes, and inside, it's not a nervousness, it's not anxiety, it's that gut feeling, you know this is not right. I said, son, I'm going to give you a life lesson. If that moment happens, who cares? It doesn't matter what other people think. This is your calling, this is your destiny, this is your life. If you know this is not right, or any time in life, you just stop and you listen to that gut.
That gut, that's so true.
And you go with that, because that's the difference between taking the road of greatness to the road of good or fair. And so we release him like this. I'm bawling. He comes out. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. I said, my God, I'd sooner just give birth. It was horrible. But he did text us in Minneapolis, Minnesota at the airport, and he said, I finally have total peace.
Oh, God.
I needed that. So, moms, I can honestly say I understand. And if I could talk to him, it'd be different. But I can't. And then from here he goes on to so much 3 years training.
Oh, wow.
But I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. And Lisa, we just want to say thank you, not only for raising such a fantastic selfless son, but you're not only giving him up, you're giving him to us.
That's
And
right.
as a society, we thank him endlessly.
Thanks.
And we need good boys like that leading boys that don't have direction,
That's
because
right.
there's a lot of them in the military too.
And a lot of them that didn't have their mom and dad there.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
You know,
Tammy's
and
giving
so-
a hug.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know, our purpose as parents is to, well, like that one. It was an anonymous saying. And it said there are two things we can give our children. One is roots, and the other wings.
Yes.
And that is our purpose as parents, to prepare them to go out into society. But when they leave, it's not easy. It's never easy. And although that way I think would be the most difficult, not being able to talk to them for a while is very difficult. And thank you very much for sharing that with us. I know
pleasure.
that probably wasn't very easy. And if I put you on the spot, I'm sorry. But
You know
thank
what?
You.
You can put me on the spot anytime.
Okay.
I will honor
Consider
those men and
yourself
women.
on the spot.
Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible.
That's true.
You did very, very well.
So now is the time that we're going to give you a few minutes to talk about your business.
Well, if I'm crying, it's not because I'm not doing well. I mean, I'm things are really going great.
So you are the owner of Wendell's Design Studio.
Correct.
And obviously you have a very happy family life, and you all work together, which is really cool.
You bet.
And
Love it.
they're happy anyway, which is very nice.
They're still
And you love what you do. And some of the things that you said when I first met you, why I really welcomed you to be an advertiser, were not only because of your the way that you do business, and because I met your kids and I admire you as a woman, but it's because of your taste.
You saw my husband, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm really not even talking about that. I actually talked to him.
He must be.
Hell, he bought a Diva wine glass.
He did, and I bought one for his dad. He puts his beer in it. It's in Florida, by the way. He walks on the beach with it.
Good.
Yeah.
That's really good. But your studio, your shop is like so nice. I loved being there.
Thank you. If I told you how, yeah, if I charged $1 for everybody that came in and saw it, I'd be able to retire.
Yeah.
But you know what? And I appreciate that very much. There's been a lot of time put into it, but it was just a vision I saw in my mind, and our whole heart. And I think you can see it in the studio, is, it's all about atmosphere. And my husband and I really developed this, started about 9 years ago, really started putting into place about 7 years ago. But our whole heart, we love people. We have a passion for what we do. Love it. My husband started working in the store at 5 years old, for crying out loud.
Isn't that something?
His background is architecture and the design. So we literally had a heart and believe that design should be affordable. But affordable is different to each person, isn't it?
Yes.
So instead of having to, think that I could never afford design, but yet you're sitting at home watching HD TV, trying to figure this thing out and thinking, oh, how could I do that on $1,000? And then you go out and bless your heart, you try.
Right.
And and then you come home and much to your demise, it's not what you thought on HDTV. Your husband's going, why'd you spend all that money? And it goes on from there. So our whole heart is designed should be affordable. We do it totally different than anybody else. Whether your budget is $1,500, $2,000, $5,000, whatever it may be, we can make it happen for you.
Oh, wow. We need to talk.
Yep. And so, we do homes from a west side bungalow to, we're working an 11,000 square foot home right now. I got a 5,000 square foot home going on right now. I just left a 22,000 square foot home. It really doesn't matter. We do things, and I'm not going to share my secrets over here. But, it's all about your heart. It's about you. And, it truly is about atmosphere and all these different things. So we literally come in and know what to do and listen.
Wow.
And we want to know. I will not start a project unless you give me a budget. Now, some people are embarrassed. So I just say, what are you comfortable at spending? Now, the cool thing is we are so blessed. We own Wendell's Home Design. And a little over 2 years ago, Art Van approached us. And long story short, after we found out everything they're doing and what's going on, we just joyfully transitioned to the Art Van company, which is unbelievable, way more than I ever knew.
Wow.
So not only do we have access on the Art Van side, from Lazy Boy Lane, clearance items, all these great things they're bringing with the Urban Studio, and they have so many stores, Chicago now, Ohio, that their buying power is unbelievable. So I know.
So you can sell things.
Oh my gosh, I know
more
I'm bringing
affordably.
the
That's
best.
really
Absolutely.
nice.
On top of that, I asked if I could keep other lines that I just loved working with, and we've had for 40-something years. Flex Steel, Norwalk furniture, lifetime on everything, including cushions, Comfort Design, my Norwegian line, and some others. But the great news is, on top of that, I have access to all the other lines in their high-end stores, Scott Shuptrine. So I have Century Furniture, American Leather, which we're bringing in, Ralph Lauren. We're designers on steroids. So Laren Seifert, one of my top designers in the studio, just went to home this morning. And their budget is much bigger than the one that I just came through in Midland. But you know what is so cool? Every day we get to make dreams happen, and people that never thought they could have a designer come in, and we do the whole HGTV experience, and I mean, it's just, you have to experience it.
Do you do kitchens?
Well, guess what? Since I opened the studio, yes, and we used to be in floor covering, still had the account open, so I made the decision, since I was already going down with my clients down there where we can get things that are different and unique,
right?
Might as well go into this. So I don't literally build cabinets or sell cabinets,
right?
But I can give referrals of amazing people unless they have their own. But I work with the layout, the colors, the backsplashes, the flooring.
Oh, nice.
Working with the contractor, all that. Bathrooms. Awesome. We do lighting. We have a lighting gallery, wallpapers, everything.
Very good. So you said that you had your own phone number now. What is that phone number?
Oh, my own studio number. It is. Are you ready? Pen and paper in
Yes.
hand?
Ready.
Here we go. If not, use your cell phone. 989. If you're driving, pull over. So 989-317-9000. Our address is 5260 East Pickard Street. That is in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, right beside the Art Van. And we'd love to have you come in. We are actually having a huge closeout clearance sale as a new inventory's coming in, refreshing. Well, after one glass, Lord, refreshing the floor. That starts February 4th through the 10th. Great time to get
We'll
the
put
best.
that on our website.
It'd be sweet.
Yeah.
It would be absolutely sweet. But
Good.
no, come on in. Just check it out.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Experience
Just browse around and talk to Lisa or Laren because they're very welcoming and
Well, thank you.
and wonderful. Yes, and we welcome you to W4 Divas, and we hope that you'll
Yes.
be a frequent guest.
You know what? I absolutely love it.
Good.
You ladies are amazing.
Thank you.
It's so
We
cool
think
to
you're
hang out.
right, too.
Thank you. Hey, I want to tell you how much fun we had at the stables. We had 9 vendors.
Oh, it was a blast.
We had a great time, and Juliana Tacey won the photo shoot. Emily Rabidou won 2 tickets to the big event that we have coming up on Saturday, which is 51 Shades of Fusion.
If you guys want to join us for that,
we have tickets.
yes, we have tickets.
Sharon Johansson won a book. Amy Munger won a water tumbler. And Pat Horton won a water tumbler. So,
Pat did, huh?
Yeah, isn't that fun? We have coming up this week, we're going to be at Vino. It's Divas Night Out, DNO at VNO. Dino's at Vino's on Wednesday night. We have Youth Idol that same night. I'm one of the judges, and that is really amazing. The talent that we have in this area is just stupendous. 51 Shades of Fusion, of course, is on Saturday. I get to do the opening remarks, which I am very honored to do.
Oh, nice.